Fear and uncertainty in higher education escalated last week as the federal government threatened to strip funding to universities and revoked more student visas. As Ethan Sandwise reports, Indiana University is starting to feel the consequences.
They're flying them back to the Mexican border, pay all their money to way back again.
Bloomington approaches 1 year since protests rocked campus and faculty voted no confidence in IU leadership. This spring, protesters are speaking out on a new set of challenges, some from the Trump administration and others from within the university.
Today, it's this big, broad tent of faculty, students, staff standing together and wanting to do better for the university and hold the administration accountable for the problems that they're creating.
Xiaofeng Wang, a renowned cybersecurity expert IU fired the day the FBI raided his home, was investigated by the university, reportedly for a grant that he failed to disclose from China. On Thursday, his former department chair said a different researcher in China had applied for the grant without Wang's knowledge.
And Xiaofeng told me actually it was by then that he became aware of the existence of such a grant.
Wang's wife, a former IU libraries programmer who was also fired by IU, spoke publicly about her experience for the first time this week.
I thought it must be a bad dream. I just can't understand how the university, to which we dedicate over 2 decades of our lives to, could treat us like this.
Neither IU nor the FBI has commented on their investigations. International students at IU and other universities in the state have had their visas revoked, apparently for minor offenses and dropped charges, and others with no explanation at all. The Trump administration says it will begin revoking visas for students who participate in protests or post certain content on social media.
It feels as if we are thrown into this national politics scene out of nowhere, and there was no helping hand around to actually assist us.
The university says students who had their visas revoked can remain enrolled in classes. The American Civil Liberties Union of Indiana requested a restraining order to protect 7 international students at other universities, but a judge denied its request on Thursday. A faculty board is also challenging the university's enforcement of a controversial speech policy used to penalize professors who protested at the sample gates last fall. The board says sanctions against faculty were, quote, excessive. The IU Bloomington provost has 30 days to respond. Campus activists led a march Thursday from their Day of Action event at Franklin Hall to Dunn Meadow, a symbolic return to the site of last year's pro-Palestine encampment.
We get a board of trustees that rewards a president for unleashing violence against its students.
This year, there were no state police waiting to confront them, only a light rain. For Indiana News Desk, I'm Ethan Sandwise.
You can follow our continuing coverage of these developing stories at WTIU.org.